Welcome everyone to No Idea, presented by the Vermont Comedy Club. I am your host, Eric Wright, and tonight, two teams of master improvisers will battle it out for comedic superiority. Because this is an improv challenge, the competitors will be using suggestions provided earlier in the week by improv fans that only I have seen in a series of games designed to test the quickest of minds and the sharpest of wits, and you, the audience, will vote on who wins. So please be ready in the chat to select your favorite team when prompted. What will happen? You'll have no idea. Let's bring out our contestants. First, as always, the home team from the Green Mountain State. It's the Vermont Comedy Club. Come on out. Yeah, there they are.
Yes.
Look at them.
Thank
Julia,
you.
Jared, Maddie, Shelley, welcome to No Idea.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Break his legs!
Yeah.
Wow, I wasn't expecting to break his legs, but yeah, let's get fired up.
Expect the unexpected, Eric.
Oh my gosh. This team seems like ready to rumble. Are you? Am I reading you right?
Yes.
An accurate read.
Okay.
Blood!
All right. So are you ready to meet your competitors for the evening?
Bring it on.
I'm ready.
All right. Let's bring out the challengers from the great city of New York City. It's Seattle Spaceman. Whoa, here they come. Welcome, Sarah, Eric, Jeff, and David. How are you tonight?
We're good, Eric. Thank you for having us. I've been feeding the team. I've been feeding the team nothing but raw meat for like at least a week, so we are ready for blood.
I love this trash talk. So you've gotten to meet the competitors a few minutes before the show started.
Yep.
What are your first impressions?
They seem like nice. We're gonna have fun destroying them.
I
think they're going to taste like maple syrup.
Oh snap! Oh, this is good. This is good stuff. Thank you so much. We're going to have a great show. Are you ready to get going?
Woo!
And let's play
Yes.
No Idea. Okay, here we go. The first thing we do is a toss-up question. So I'm going to ask everyone to turn off your cameras except for Jared and Sarah. Okay, here we go. The pressure is on.
Okay.
First thing we do is toss up questions, and they determine who goes first in each of our games tonight. The theme of our toss up questions tonight are all inspired by our challengers. All the questions will be about spaces in Seattle, man.
All righty. Perfect.
Our first question is a fastest finger style question. Contestants, to buzz in, simply yell your name. Whichever voice Zoom allows to come through first will be the one who answers. Now, if you are wrong, your opponent will get to hear the entirety of the question. Okay? Here we go. In the category of spaces in Seattle, man, in 2009, due to dilapidation and legal issues, the home of this famous musician and Seattle native. Sarah, what is your answer?
Kurt Cobain.
Incorrect.
Ah.
Jared, listen to the entirety of the question.
That narrows it down. Okay.
Okay, so I will start from the beginning. Due to dilapidation and legal issues, the home of this famous musician and Seattle native was torn down, even though the musician had been deceased since 1970. Their name rhymes with Bimmy Bendrix.
Oh, Jared.
Yes, Jared.
I believe it's Jimi Hendrix.
That is correct. Congratulations, Jared. You won the first toss-up question.
Okay.
Okay, so you know what that means. We get to do a little fun fact with you, Jared.
Oh boy, lay it on me.
Let's get to know Jared a little bit, everybody. Here we go. Oh, speaking of amazing musicians, says here you once met Lil Jon.
That's true.
But the humidity in the room broke the camera and you couldn't get a picture together. So there's no proof.
There's no proof, no. There's other photos from the event. Basically, he had decided to hold a concert, and I can only describe as a spa. There was lots of pools and hot tubs, and just really a bad room to have a concert in. Everyone was really sweaty. It was a disgusting night, really. But yeah, the event being held had a professional photographer taking photos of people, and they then had to email almost everyone there saying, yeah, the pool broke the shutter on the camera, so none of your photos came out. So it was a fun time. It was really neat. And he is very Lil. He's a short man.
Wow, not a false name. Lil Jon is little.
He lives up to it, yeah.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for this fun fact. I mean, I've known you for years, and I had no idea that you knew Lil Jon.
Yeah, I keep that pretty close to the chest. I don't let everyone know that, so I was glad to announce that here tonight.
Thank you so much, Jared. That's wonderful. Right now, we're going to get into our first game. Can I invite everyone back on the screen, please? Oh, everybody's back. They're ready. They're fired up. Okay. Tonight, our first game is Hot Potato. And in that Hot Potato style game, the game will be added up. All of our contestants will take turns, alternating between teams. The game begins with the winner of the toss-up question, which is Jared, okay? So, Jared simply says a word and does a hand motion. The words may be spoken simply or with an accent or a specific emotion. The next numbered player repeats the word and emotion and adds a new word and motion. This continues with players repeating all the words and hand motions in order that came before them, then adding a word and motion of their own. When a player can no longer remember the sequence, or hesitates, or repeats a word or motion that they shouldn't, or they answer or don't answer out of turn, they are eliminated. And they will turn off their cameras in shame. Now, the next person in sequence will start up a whole new sequential hand and word motion. Now, this goes on until all the players from only one team, or I should say, this goes on until only players from one team remain on the screen. Okay, now this will be 10 points to the winning team. Are you ready to play Add It Up?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
Jared, you have the honor when you are ready.
Stinky.
Stinky. Poo.
Stinky. Who? Pepperoni.
Stinky. Poo. Pepperoni. Fandango.
Stinky. Who? Pepperoni.
Oh, Shelly, that's the wrong hand motion for pepperoni.
Ooh,
Oh,
fierce.
One of these.
Sorry. That's a wasp doing it. What can I say? You know?
I'm so sorry, Shelly.
Bye.
Hi, Shelly.
So we know what that means. Shelly was number 5. So Jeff, you will be starting a brand new sequence when you're ready.
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Sputnik.
Sunwise. Sputnik. Laser.
Sunrise. Sputnik. Laser. Bazookas.
Sunrise. Sputnik. Laser. Bazookas. Gum.
Sunrise. Sputnik. Lasers. Bazooka.
Oh!
Oh.
Sorry, Julia. Bye. Oh. So Julia's out. So that means, Eric, you will be starting our next sequence when you're ready.
Awesome.
Awesome. Triskaidekaphobia. Ah!
Awesome. Triskaidekaphobia. Ah!
So,
Oh, David! No!
Oh,
Too eager. Sorry, David. Well, because if David jumped ahead, we're actually going to start with Maddie. You can start the sequence, please.
Water.
Butter. SpaghettiOs.
Water. SpaghettiOs. Llama.
ah, damn it. I'm out.
Oh, another victim. Sorry.
Oh,
Well, we're down. Jeff, that means you are up next when you're ready.
fastball.
Fastball. Potato.
Fastball. Potato. Encyclopedia.
Fastball. Potato. Encyclopedia. Pipsqueaky.
Fastball. Potato. Encyclopedia. Pipsqueaky. Diarrhea.
Fastball. Potato. Encyclopedia. Pipsqueaky. Diarrhea. Laps.
Fastball. Potato. Encyclopedia. Pipsqueaky. Diarrhea. Laps. Puppy dog.
Fastball. Potato. Encyclopedia. Pipsqueaky. Diarrhea. Laps.
She's still lapping. She's still swimming. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Puppy.
It's too long. It doesn't matter. I don't remember what it is anymore. It's so long.
I don't
Was it
remember what it was.
Sorry, Sarah. Oh boy, Jeff. The
What's your
pressure's
line?
on you now. Jeff, you are going to begin the next sequence when you're ready.
Antediluvian.
Antediluvian. Antarctica.
Antediluvian. Antarctica. Crocodile.
Antediluvian. Antarctica. Crocodile. Baseball.
Antediluvian. Antarctica. Crocodile. Baseball. Front page.
Antediluvian. Antarctica. Crocodile. Baseball. Front page. Movies.
Antediluvian. Antarctica. Crocodile. Diarrhea. Front page. I got it.
Oh no, Jeff! Oh, so close. Congratulations, Vermont Comedy Club. You won. Add it up. 10 points to you. Well done. What we're going to do now is move on to our next toss-up question with Julia and Eric. Can I get those two on screen? Welcome back. Welcome back. So, Vermont Comedy Club, you took an early lead. Can you hold on to it? No, you don't think so? Okay. Here is your toss-up question. Now, this question is a closest to the right answer. So you may think about your answer. You don't have to be fast. You can think about it for a second. In the category of spaces in Seattle, man, the tallest building in Seattle is the Columbia Center. How tall is it in feet? How tall is it in feet?
This is like Price is Right guessing, right?
Yep, whoever's closest.
I'm gonna say 1,100 feet.
Okay, 1,100. Eric.
I'm going to say 1,101.
Oh, taking it from right. Oh, wow. Well, that was a great strategy, but it did not work for you. No, sir. The actual height of the Columbia Center is 933 feet. Congratulations, Julia. It is 76 floors tall.
Wow. That was dramatic 30 seconds for me.
Right? You were really invested in that stupid question.
Everyone does love to watch improv for the drama.
Yeah.
Right? Julia, since you won, we get to do a quick fun fact with you.
Oh wow.
So here we go. I kind of got two fun facts from you. I think they might be related. We'll see. It says here you worked on the high seas for 8 months.
Yeah, I lived on a boat and I worked on a cruise ship for 8 months.
That sounds good, horrible.
Good, yeah, good and horrible. Going from port to port, but I didn't. It was fun. I was a sailor.
Awesome. And it says here also that you never did become an architect, which I guess was your true dream.
No, I never did. No, it never was a dream, but I never did become one.
Oh. Okay. So
I'm not good at math at all. I don't like. I'm actually not really good at drawing straight lines either, and I think that's really important.
I think that's like most of the job, yeah.
Yeah. So I never did become one. No.
What a wonderful fun fact.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you wish you spent that 8 months studying architecture instead of out on the water?
No, because I was in the Caribbean, so I was tan, and that's better than any architect.
Yeah, you can go downtown to any major city and look at those pasty architects and just laugh. Gross.
Put on some sunscreen.
Congratulations on winning the toss-up question. Let's have Eric come back here. We are moving on to our second game of the night. This, of course, is Celebrity Singing Telegram. Boop, boop, boop. I'm making my own music for that. I don't know why. In this game, our two performers are interviewing to work for a singing telegram company owned by me. I'm very successful. Unfortunately, I can only afford to hire one of them. But I have devised a way to test their singing abilities. Each hopeful will sing a telegram as best they can, given certain information. The info will be on my screen right behind me in just a moment. So they have the ability to reference it if they need to. They'll have to be quick on their feet, have a song in their heart, and keep their eye on the prize. 10 points to the team whose singer gets the job. Now, Julia, you won, so you will be up first. I'm going to awkwardly get out of the way.
Okay.
And let's see, here we go. Bop, bop, bop. Your first singing telegram, if you would please. I'm going to pop it up and I'm going to read these out to you. Okay, so.
Okay.
Okay. Obi-Wan has hired my company for us to sing a telegram to Darth Vader. Okay. He has, and the reason why he's getting a singing telegram is because he has successfully created a pyramid scheme involving sweatpants. So we wanted to congratulate him for doing that. Vader is also a big believer in nepotism. All right. He wears dark colors because he gained a few. He likes to make dramatic entrances, and he's pretty tech savvy, this guy. Okay.
Is that going to stay up on the screen?
It is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, I'd love to hear your singing telegram.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. A long, long time ago, I trained you. Yeah, guess what? My name is Obi-Wan, and hey, Dorothy, baby, yeah. I'm here to tell you, man, you're doing great. I like the way you bring that heat, and I like the way you sweat that sweet sweatpants. Pyramid scheme. Sure, I got in on the ground floor, so it worked out for me. But all those other people who got scammed out of those sweatpants are pissed at you. But you can always hire your son, Luke. Don't feel bad, I like your thick body, cause you gained a few. Remember when you took off your helmet and you looked like a potato? It was so ew. What are all those buttons for?
Nice, amazing, wonderful, wonderful singing telegram. I'm blown away by your skills, but I can only hire one singer for my telegram company, and Eric here, he's got to get his shot too. Eric, are you ready to see your singing telegram?
I am ready, future boss.
Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that confidence. Here we go. All right, Eric. Roxy Carmichael has hired us to sing a singing telegram to none other than Winona Ryder. And it's because Winona's going on a vacation to see the Aurora Borealis. I mean, pretty exciting stuff. The other things that you need to know about Winona are she sees messages and Christmas lights. She hates being interrupted. That girl hates it. She likes to steal for fun, because why not? And her best friend is a juicy spirit. Eric, are you ready to give me a little bit of taste of what you can bring to the party, or do you need a moment?
Hold on. Yeah, I got to limber up.
Okay.
It's always important. You don't want to pull something.
No. We take telegrams very seriously here. I don't want any injuries.
All right. Winona. We're here. You're gonna see the lights. We're excited to hope that you get some messages in them. Roxy wants to send you a message through the lights. But don't interrupt. Hey, Winona. We hope you're taking your best friend. Don't want her to get blown away by those lights. She's super juicy. Oh, don't interrupt. Hey, Winona, when you go on your trip, be sure to take a car that's not yours, because it's a blast to see that gas in the sky. Says Roxy. Don't interrupt.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. That was amazing. Kind of reminiscent of like, hey, Winona. Bah, bah, bah. But you made it your own. Like, that was just amazing. Like, I could feel it. And it was fresh and it was like cool, I can't decide between you two. I mean, you're both really good, and I'd be lucky to have either of you. Mm-hmm. So what I'm gonna do is ask you to sing together. Okay? I know it's a little unorthodox. I know you both said, hey, we sing solos. But sometimes we have to send out two singing telegram people to the same gig. And I have to see if you can work with people. I mean, that's just me being a smart boss here. So I'm going to give you one more, and I'd like to see if you can work together on this, okay? All right, here's one more. Here's one from D. Toretto. He wants to send a singing telegram to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to congratulate him on his niece's bat mitzvah, okay? Dwayne apparently loves to cook. He drives real fast. He's obsessed with teeth. I think that's a reference to an old movie. that maybe I'm the only one who's ever seen. And he sometimes goes on a rampage when angered. I mean, this guy has a short fuse. Can you two give me a little bit of what it would be like to, merge your styles?
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Hey, remember when we were in the Fast and the Furious together? I think The Rock.
If you don't remember, don't get angry about it, because we don't want you to punch a rock.
Just thinking about your niece becoming a woman, but not in a creepy way. It rocks.
Mazel tov. And while you're at it, make sure that you check out her teeth for her big day. Don't want no spinach in there.
That doesn't rock. And you love to cook and drive so fast.
Hopefully you can wear your tutu as the tooth fairy as a sort of a celebration, because it give them the people's elbow.
Yeah, let's end the song by rampaging.
Oh my God. That was incredible. I'm so glad that you both brought your A game to this. Man, but listen, I can't decide. I'm torn. I know that doesn't help, but fortunately, all of the company's vice presidents have been watching on closed circuit TV, and I'm going to ask them all to now vote in the chat as to which one of you best exemplifies the values that the celebrity singing telegram company is all about. So they're going to vote now. Please vote on whether it's Vermont Comedy Club or Seattle Spaceman, Julia or Eric. Both wonderful. I applaud both of you. Fantastic. And we're going to get back to you in a little while when we find out those results. So thank you so much. And right now, we're going to move on to our next toss-up question, which is between Shelley and Jeff. Welcome back.
Good to be here.
Whew, that was some crazy stuff.
That was awesome.
I was pretty moved. All right, so now we're moving into our next thing, and this is going to be a fastest finger style question. So when you think you know the answer, just call out your name. Okay, here we go. In the category of Space is in Seattle, man, in 2014, a houseboat in Seattle's Lake Union neighborhood sold for over $2 million. Its claim to fame is that it was featured in what Tom Hanks film?
Sleepless in Seattle.
You did not call out your name.
Oh, Shelley.
Okay, Shelley. Do you want to stick with that answer?
Yes.
You are correct, Shelley. It is Sleepless in Seattle. Jeff, you had a second to jump in there and steal it. Okay, well, so right now we're going to do a quick fun fact with you, Shelley, since you won that toss-up question. Here we go, Shelley.
Yep.
It says here, and this is pretty wild stuff, that you once sat on Vice President Richard Nixon's lap when you were 3 years old.
Yep.
Now, there's a ton of jokes I can make right now, but I'm not going to do that. Do you even remember this, or is there pictures? Unlike Jared, do you have pictures to prove it?
I have the hat I wore, but and I remember how dark it was.
Was this also in a sauna?
No, it was at Brainerd Field near Hartford, Connecticut. And the other fun fact is when my mother had turned her back because she unwisely brought a 2, a 3, and a 4-year-old to a crowded political event by herself at night. And my older brother took off. She went to grab him, turned around, and some man had picked me up. So she punched him in the back. And he turned around and it was Richard Nixon, who at the time was vice president of the United States. And Pat Nixon really glared at her and he apologized for scare. She said, "You put that child down, sir." And it was Richard Nixon.
So I did hear that your mom assaulted Richard Nixon.
Yeah, basically. I mean, there's no way today that could have happened because the Secret Service would have taken her down. But this was like in 1956 or so.
The good old days when you could assault the vice president.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That doesn't happen now.
No.
People would never think of doing that anymore.
No.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that fun fact, Shelley.
I thought it was kind of fun.
What I'm learning is that most of people here tonight have all had brushes with greatness.
Not me. Not me. I'm glad she won.
What a wonderful moment of good sportsmanship. I'm glad she won. Fantastic. We are now going to go to our tally board. It looks like the people have spoken. Vermont Comedy Club has won Singing Telegram. Yes, the score now is 20 points to 0. Come on, Seattle Spaceman, pick it up.
All the pressure on me.
No pressure, no pressure. Let's move on to our next game, Quick Court. Okay. The players are in a courtroom. One is the plaintiff. The other is the defendant. I am the judge. Each player is given a character, profession, status, emotion, and these are all pre-given suggestions that we've received over the course of the week. Now, they must hold this character throughout Quick Court. I, the judge, am going to announce what the plaintiff is suing the defendant for. That's also a suggestion given to us earlier in the week. In Quick Court, each party will be given exactly 1 minute to state their case. Let's see, let me get my timer out because I am a stickler. There we go, my timer is ready. Okay. Plaintiff, which is going to be Shelley, since you won the toss-up question. Your character is Tanya Krupp, a narcoleptic interrogator. Tanya Krupp, the narcoleptic interrogator. That is given to us by Wei Zhao on Instagram. Jeff, as defendant, your character is Sparkle Dash. You are a dishwasher that only speaks in one-syllable words. That is given to us by Audrey Stone on Facebook. Now, Tanya, you are suing Sparkle because they grossly licked your stamps. That is given to us by Naive Adventures on Instagram. Okay, so are both parties ready? Okay, I'm going to disappear for a moment, and when I come back, we will start. So here we go. Let's start that music. I can't hear it, but let's go. Okay. Tonight on Quick Court, Tanya Krupp, a narcoleptic interrogator, is suing Sparkle Dash, a dishwasher that only speaks in one-syllable words, for the offense of grossly licking their stamps. Both the litigants have been sworn in and have brought their case to the fastest courtroom in the world, where time is precious and justice waits for no one. All rise for the occasionally honorable Eric F. Wright. Quick Court is now in session. Settle down, settle down, settle down. We don't have any time for this stuff. Okay, let's get right to it. Now. Miss Krupp, it is my understanding that you brought a case against Mr. Dash here. You will be given one.
That's
Yes?
right. That's right. And before I fall asleep again, this is really difficult for me. You gotta know this is really difficult for me. A whole minute, you expect this man?
Miss Krupp, 1 moment. I will be giving you 1 minute to explain yourself. Are you ready? Your time is about to start.
Yes. Yes.
Begin.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I put these stamps on the table for exactly 2 minutes. I wake up and I see Sparkly Man here. All of a sudden, his head is just down on the table. Ooh, all over. Drool over those. I needed those stamps and now they're all wet and ruined. My life is never going to be the same because those were special stamps that I had walked 3 blocks. It took me 6 months to get there between footsteps because I kept falling asleep. I'm a disabled person and I just can't stay awake. So this was really, really tough on me. What was the question?
That is time. That is time. Thank you very much, Miss Krupp. I nearly put me to sleep. Mr. Dash, are you ready to present your argument and justify why you have licked these stamps so grossly?
I am set, your judge.
Very good. Your time begins now.
This is a rage. I licked those stamps. It's true because I had to send out notes to all of my friends. Get out, Spot. But my friends live in far states, so I had to lick the stamps all at once. Otherwise, they wouldn't get there to where they need to go. So clearly I had to lick the stamps. And they're just stamps from the post place. So who cares anyway? They're just stamps. I'll buy you more. Whatever. Ooh, what's?
That is time. That is time. Well, this is quite a case. Now, it has come to my attention that Mr. Dash, you are countersuing Miss Krupp. Is that correct?
That is true.
Now, it looks here that you are suing her because you said that your stamps were being mailed for legal, political reasons, in which case she has no right to try and stop you. Now, I know you said friends. Are your friends in politics? Was people in danger if you did not get these letters out?
Yes, that is it.
Well, you will have a minute to lay your case out as to why this has harmed you and why you are seeking damages. Mr. Dash, you have 1 minute.
Yes, sir. You see, if my notes did not reach my friends on time, they would all die from this plague. Yes, from plague. If they need to know what is in my note. Darn. Sponge, no good. But they need to know about the plague because they will die. And she was snoozed out. So I had to do it. She would not. So I licked the stamps. I sent the notes.
That is time. That is time. I do not care any further to hear what you have to say. Well, it seems that Mr. Dash makes quite a compelling argument as to why those stamps should have been his rightly and that you had no right to try and stop him. What say you, Miss Krupp?
I say that if he was so worried about his friends that maybe he should have emailed, because everybody knows that plagues go really fast and stamps on envelopes go really slow. So I think he made that whole thing up. I don't think that he was warning them about a plague at all. I think he was inviting them to a birthday party for himself. And he's very, very selfish indeed to use my stamps. That's what I think of his claim. What? disease would take so long that you could use snail mail. That's what I say.
Well, 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 this is very, very vexing. I don't know which way is up with this case. Mr. Dash, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to make your final arguments to plead to the jury as to why on earth we should accept your version of the events. You may go now.
Your judge, my plates are clean. My friends are live. I rest my case.
Very good, very good. Under time. I like it, I like it. Now, Miss Krupp, Miss Tanya Krupp, you all be given 10 seconds to sway the jury. You may start now.
His friends are alive, and my friends didn't get any Christmas cards this year, and they depend on those greatly. He harmed me irreparably. He's a reprobate. And
That is enough of it. That is enough. Your time is up. This is quick court. This is quick court. Well, as an interrogator, I am inclined to believe what you say, Miss Krupp. But Mr. Dash has reasonable arguments. No, Mr. Dash, we will not hear any further. We'll now send this to court. We'll send this to the jurors to decide. Lord help me if this is the state of affairs that this country is in. Oh, what is an old judge to do? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please vote now. Do you believe Miss Krupp or do you believe Mr. Dash? Please enter that into the chat now. Ladies and gentlemen, quick call is adjourned. Wow, that was crazy. Shelley, what happened? We lost Shelley. Well. So please vote on who you thought won the case. And we are going to move on to our next toss-up question, which is going between Maddie and David. Here they come. Boop, 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 boop. There they are. Welcome back. You have waited the longest. I thank you so much. Are you okay? Are we ready for our last toss-up question?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right.
This is a closest to the right answer. So you may take a moment and think about your answer, okay? In the category of spaces in Seattle, man, what is the current average price to rent a one-bedroom apartment in Seattle? Not a studio, not a two-bedroom, a one-bedroom apartment in Seattle. The price in dollars as of yesterday. Who's got some rent for me? Who's got a rent number?
I want to say 1950.
1950.
I was gonna say 2000.
Two even. Maybe last year you would have been right, David, but this year, Maddie, you are correct. You get the apartment. The actual number is $1,495, just a shade under $1,500, and that is down 18% from just last year. So if you're looking to move somewhere, Seattle, not bad. Well, I can't believe this. Vermont Comedy Club, I think you're winning all the fun facts and toss-up questions. So, Maddie, we're going to you with your fun fact. We'll see you in a moment, David. Well. Now, this is pretty impressive. It says here on my fun fact sheet that you had the entirety of the movie, the 1998 movie, The Parent Trap, memorized by age 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's every parent's dream that their child will achieve this milestone, and I think I just got there pretty early. I'm proud.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Most children don't actually ever get there.
Can you give us a taste of a favorite line, maybe? If you still remember, I mean, it's
yeah,
been a
yeah,
while.
sure. I have class and you don't, or I know how to fence and you don't. Take your pick. That's British Annie talking to American Hallie.
Wow. It was like I was there. I could see the whole
Yeah,
thing.
right?
It's amazing. Like, I don't even feel like I need to see the movie now. Well, this is really impressive. I mean, this might explain why Vermont Comedy Club did so well in the memory game.
I think it's the only explanation. Can't
It's
think of
gotta
anything else.
Well, thank you so much, Maddie, for sharing your fun fact.
Thank you.
No, thank you. let's have our 4 remaining players on, Maddie, and then David, Jared, and Sarah. Let's have everybody on here. Hey, there they are. Whew, we're going into our last single game before we do our final group game. Here we go. This is Two Dumb Scenes. In this, the 2 remaining players from each team will work together to do a short improv scene based on the dumbest suggestions from the fans. Each pair will have its own suggestion and be given 3 minutes to perform. The audience will vote at the end on which dumb scene they like the best, and 10 points to them. Now, before we get into this, let's do a quick, I think we need to do a quick tally, right? Oh, here we go. Before we get into this, just so everyone knows where we're at, quick court. The people have spoken. Seattle Spaceman has won quick court. The score now is Vermont Comedy Club 20, Seattle Spaceman 10. On the comeback trail, Seattle Spaceman. So we're going into Two Dumb Scenes, getting a little closer. Here we go. Okay, so the audience is going to pick who of these dumb scenes they like the best. Maddie, you won the toss-up question, so you and Jared will be going first. So we're going to ask Sarah and David to come back in a moment. We'll give you a call. Okay. All right. So Maddie and Jared, your team will be getting the suggestion from Adam Rabin on Instagram. You should know, after 3 minutes, I'll time you. I'll pop in and just edit your scene at a nice edit point. So right around the 3 minute mark, okay? So don't worry about trying to edit yourself. I'll just pop in and go, you're done. Just like that. Okay. Your suggestion from Adam Rabin is the Great Canadian Soup Cook-Off. The Great Canadian Soup Cook-Off. Whenever you're ready, let's see that dumb scene.
Can you drive a little faster?
Honey, I'm going as fast as I feel comfortable, okay? We're gonna make it, don't worry.
I mean, it's like you're pushing the speed limit, you're not quite getting there.
I told you once, I'll tell you again, I'm not gonna go the speed limit. That's a test by the government to see who really wants to push the boundaries, okay? I feel comfortable a good 10 under. That's how I like to drive. That's how we're gonna get there, okay?
Ugh, you've always been 10 under.
I have. I told you that the day we met. I told you, hi, I'm Billy. I'm 10 under. Deal with it. That's who I am, okay? And if you can't handle that, then I'll turn this car around.
I told you on day 1 that I couldn't handle it.
I know, but
and
my mom had already dropped me off.
You have to wonder why our soup entry into the competition is 10 degrees below the appropriate temperature that a soup or stew or bisque should be.
Don't get me started on the appropriate temperature, okay? Oh. That is guidelines that I will not follow, okay? I will not.
You know what? I should have known this was going to happen when you decided to serve lukewarm soup at our wedding.
It was not lukewarm, okay? It was just under. It was 10 under, okay? And it was a gazpacho, okay? It was supposed to be cold.
Well, then it was too hot to be a gazpacho. What's the middle level of soup between gazpacho and soup?
I don't know, but you better Google that, because if they ask us once we get there.
To me.
Okay. Honey, I'm trying to focus on driving right now. Okay, can you just watch the soup? Okay, we can talk about this.
I'll watch the soup and you watch the road because there's a huge moose coming up.
Oh, good call. Oh my gosh. I've never seen a moose in person. That was actually yeah.
Oh, first for everything.
Yeah, you never see them. Huh.
I thought we weren't going faster. You might have hit that.
Exactly. Thank you.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that 10 below is the way to go?
10 below is the way to go. I've been saying that for years.
Is this why you made me get that exact phrase tattooed on my lower back on our wedding day?
It is. It is.
I never
And
put the pieces together until now.
I know. Well, I like to keep life a mystery, you know? I'm always wondering these crazy things like, will you get the tattoo? Or do moose like soup?
Right.
No one, I don't know.
I mean, speaking of that, could you slow down a little bit more? This soup is spilling all over my lap. And I'm not going to say it's hot because it's not.
It's not hot. See, I
It's
saw it
uncomfortable.
spilling.
No one wants to be traveling through the Canadian tundra with a wet lap.
That's true. You will cold because it's actually 10 below right now. So it'll be frosting up on you. I'll slow down.
And our windows are cracked 10 inches below the top of the window. I wish they were not.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. That's how I drive. If you wanted to drive, you could have, but you insisted on holding the soup.
I think I'm going to let you hold this soup after everything.
Okay,
Everything you've done to this soup.
Pass it over. Okay.
All right. Here, you.
Easy
And
enough.
see, that was amazing.
And we crashed and died. Okay.
Exactly. That was incredibly dumb. I learned a lot about soup, a lot about moose, and a lot about your strange relationship. That was wonderful. We're going to bring in the other team now. Thank you so much. How you did later. Here they come, David and Sarah. All right, so you saw that was real dumb. Let's see how dumb you can get.
We can get pretty dumb.
Okay. David and Sarah, you're gonna have about 3 minutes. I'll jump in at some point in time after 3. And your suggestion given to us from Nolsif on Instagram is Girl Scout Mafia. The Girl Scout Mafia. Whenever you're ready.
Gotta make them some cookies they can't refuse.
Yes, I did, yeah, and they refused. I mean, what do we, that's an impossible thing to handle. We're gonna have to take it to the next level.
I'm not used to dealing with rejection.
No, me neither. You're the Girl Scouts. We come, we give them the cookies. They don't refuse them ever. But these people refusing?
Your cookies.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and give them some s'mores.
I'm gonna make them some ginger snaps.
Yes.
I was looking online and I found a really good recipe for some double chocolate chip cookies.
Double chocolate chip with ginger snap at the same time?
Yeah.
That's impossible to refuse. That's 2 cookies in one. Have this marshmallow. It's on fire right now. Blow it
in
out
my mouth.
Blow it out for me first. Would anybody able to refuse that charredness and that gooiness in one cookie?
It was just the perfect temperature.
Yes.
Unrefusable.
Yes. Irrefusable. Right.
But if they do say no.
If they say no, they won't say no. They can't refuse this.
Can't.
Oh. It's irrefusable. What if we just take them out back? You see, we'll take them out back, and you know what we'll do? We'll pitch a tent, we'll sit on fire and sing some songs about cookies.
Maybe we could even prepare some merit badges.
Merit badges. Yes.
If they have a really good time and they feel successful.
Just feel successful, yes. And get a merit badge for that successful feeling, and we'll even give them a free one for refusing irrefusable offers. We'll give them that merit badge as well. Yes, I can see it now. And you know what?
What?
I'm gonna tell them, if you refuse this, you know what's coming. Because with the Girl Scouts.
A canoe trip.
A canoe trip, exactly.
Oh no, not the canoe trip. That was really, really dumb.
Thank you.
That's high level cookie sales for sure. You two don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Everyone, please vote now on whose dumb scene you thought was the dumbest. Vermont Comedy Club or Seattle Spaceman. While they're doing that, we have the opportunity to see some or read some fun facts with you two.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's start with you, Sarah. Here we go. This is pretty exciting. Fun fact with Sarah, you won 100 big ones, that's $100, on Let's Make a Deal.
I sure did.
Now, $100 doesn't seem like that. What game or what happened?
What riches have you that you call me poor?
Forgive me. I've seen the show only a handful of times. Now, $100 back in the '60s version of the show, probably a ton of dough. $100 on the current version, maybe not that much.
No, and then you have to pay taxes on it. And yeah, it's a whole rigmarole. To be quite honest with you, Eric, I didn't even accept the $100 because it seemed like more trouble than it would be worth.
Wow, how about that? Well, let me.
So I've had to pay taxes in California. It's a mess.
Let me ask you this: this is, I think, the question everyone really wants to know. What did Wayne Brady smell like?
Heaven.
There it is. I knew it. Thank you for sharing that fun fact, Sarah.
Pleasure.
David, let's get you back out here. Let's do your fun fact.
Okay.
Oh no! Look, everyone tonight has had a brush with greatness,
Just a brush.
and you are no exception. David, it says here that you accidentally, maybe, kicked over Corey Feldman's drink, and that almost caused him to lose his shit.
Yeah, so what happened was we went to this Corey Feldman concert, and it was a show. It was something else, really.
Were
And
the
in
Angels
end,
there?
The Angels were there, yes.
Oh my God.
He was already in a bad mood because at the end, a lot of people had kind of left, and he wanted to have his grand finale of playing Cry Little Sister, and he didn't think the audience was into it enough, so he refused to play. And then afterwards, there was a meet and greet with him. So we stood in line waiting for the meet and greet. I think we were like the first or second person in line, so very early in line. But since he was already losing his shit from the show, he held us all out there for like an hour or something like that, and the balmy, 60-degree LA weather, so we were out there, lukewarm cold, waiting. And finally he lets us in. The first people go up, do their thing or whatever. Then we go up and, we're like, oh, hey, or whatever, shake his hand. He had very soft hands. They were kind of freakishly soft, actually. But then we go to get ready for the picture, get positioned, and his drink is next to his shoe. And I kick it all over his shoes on accident. It spills out. It's like a Coke and rum. He, you can see the pressure building. He's like about to freak out. But then, and you hear like all his helpers all around me like, there's no more alcohol in the building. There's no more, we can't make him a new drink. And they start freaking out. And then they start like going crazy, trying to figure out how to like prevent him from freaking out. And then he's like, I'm okay. And then we get the picture, he signs our shit and then we leave. But yeah, hopefully the rest of the people were able to get their pictures because there was like about 30, 40 people behind us afterwards. So yeah.
David, this was almost, I want to say international incident because it's the only thing I can liken it to. Screwing with one of the Coreys on a bad night. You were taking your life in your own hands. That was crazy.
It's a big risk. Yeah. I mean, I didn't, I wasn't trying that. I just accidentally did it. Yeah.
Did you feel like you were in danger? And if he put up his fists, were you ready to defend yourself?
Oh, like I said, his hands felt very soft. So like, if he was gonna start, punching, I think I could have taken a few of them. I could like blocked or something like that. But yeah.
Follow up similar to Sarah. What did he smell like?
I can't really remember his smell. I just remember how soft his hands were. So like he probably lotioned a lot. So I'd assume he like smells like Jergens or something like that. But,
nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful story. A real glimpse into the Hollywood elite that we're getting tonight. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Let's get everybody back on screen, please. This has been a wild night, people. I don't mind telling you, this is crazy stuff. And number one, I want to say that you all seem to know famous people, which is pretty wild. I won't even get into my brushes with greatness, but yeah, it makes me. Never mind. That's for another time. Check out my Twitter. I don't have a Twitter.
I'll be looking. I'm looking for it.
All right, let's get an update on the score. Who won the Two Dumb Scenes? I'm being told from our producer Sam that this was the closest vote of the night. Seattle Spaceman. Congratulations, you won Two Dumb Scenes.
So dumb.
We are going into our final game tied 20-20. It doesn't get any wilder than this. Okay, so our final game tonight is Pun Off. Yes, the crowd goes wild. The players are lukewarm about it. Here we go. In this game, each team will be given the same suggestion to come up with as many puns as possible in 1 minute. The pun format tonight has been selected by our visiting team, and they have chosen Sex With Me, a classic, which goes a little like this. Someone give me the suggestion of, how about an occupation? Give me an occupation.
Dentist.
I heard dentist. Sex with me is like a dentist. You can be sure you're going to get drilled.
Oh.
So easy. They'll be doing that and a lot better than that very shortly. Here we go. Now, to make this fair, usually the behind team goes first, but we're tied right now. So I'm going to give it up to the visitors. Seattle Spaceman, would you like to go first or second?
We'll go first. We're
Very good.
brave. We're brave sorts.
We are going to say goodbye to the Vermont Comedy Club. We're going to send you into a breakout room where you will not be able to see or hear what we are doing. So goodbye, Vermont Comedy Club. We'll wait for them to leave. There they go, one by one. They are disappearing. Shortly, Maddie is holding on. She will not let go. She refuses to leave for the breakout room. She is defiant to the end.
Looks like she might be frozen, honestly.
I believe she's frozen, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let me get into some explanations why we're doing this. Here we go. Okay, so Seattle Spaceman, congratulations. You are currently tied. What's going to happen right now is I'm going to give you a suggestion. And when I do, I will press the start button on my timer and I will hold this up for you to see. And you will have exactly 1 minute to say as many puns as humanly possible in the style of Sex With Me. Now, you do have to say Sex With Me is like in the beginning of each of your pun. You can't skip that part. If someone is talking when the 1 minute mark hits and you're not finished saying your full pun, that pun will not count. Okay? So we understand what's going on. Here we go. Seattle Spaceman. Your suggestion given to us tonight from Naive Adventures in the style of Sex With Me is Christmas.
Sex with me is like Christmas. It only comes once a year.
Sex with me is like Christmas because you get to unwrap your present.
Sex like me is like Christmas because it's a gift.
Sex with me is like Santa Claus because he comes with ho ho hos.
Sex with me is like Christmas. It's always better with the tree.
Sex with me is like Christmas because there's always a few extra balls.
Sex with me is like Christmas because it's pined.
Sex with me is like Christmas because it's packed with decorations.
Sex with me is like Christmas. White.
sex with me is like Christmas because there's a tree involved and a lot of presents and some stockings and.
Sex with me is like Christmas. It's very frosty.
Sex with me is like Christmas. You go to bed stuffed.
Sex with me is like Christmas. It's when Jesus came.
Sex with me is like Christmas because I'm a big ho ho ho.
There it is. We got it. Okay, you got that ho 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 one in. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Some of those weren't necessarily puns; they were just facts. But we do not judge our puns here. You got them out. Congratulations! You got 13 puns in 1 minute, which is a really good number.
Wow.
Excellent number.
Nice.
Very lucky too.
So here we go. We're going to invite the Vermont Comedy Club back. We're going to ask Seattle Spaceman to turn your cameras off. You don't have to go anywhere, but turn your cameras off.
Oh,
There you go. They're back. Let's see. Is Maddie okay? We were worried about Maddie.
yeah, Maddie's she had an issue too.
Let's give her a quick moment and see if she pops back on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's registered here, but her camera and microphone are not. So she may be.
It took her a minute to come into the breakout room too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here she comes.
Oh, there you are.
Welcome back, Maddie. Sorry you're having a little technical difficulty.
Oh, my bad.
No. Don't worry about a thing. Here we go. What's going to happen right now is I'm going to give you a suggestion. And I will hold my clock up here and I will press the start button as soon as I utter the suggestion. So in the style of Sex with Me, you will have to name as many puns as humanly possible in 1 minute. I need to tell you that Seattle Spaceman did quite well.
Oh, geez.
They got 13 puns in 1 minute. Really good. So the pressure is on.
Yay.
Here we go. In the style of Sex with Me. Oh, make sure you say Sex with Me is like before each pun. Don't skip that part.
All right.
I need to say that, so it's fair. In the style of Sex with Me, your suggestion is Christmas.
Ooh. Sex with me is like Christmas because I'm a ho ho ho.
Sex with me is like Christmas because I am hung under the tree.
Oh, sex with me is like Christmas because I'm wrapped up, or you're gonna be wrapped up like a present. Condom.
Sex with me is like Christmas because a big fat man is involved.
Sex with me is like Christmas, 1 day a year.
Sex with me is like Christmas. I'll jingle your bells.
Sex with me is like Christmas. You get really excited the night before, and then the day of it, you're disappointed.
Sex with me is like Christmas. I'll sparkle your balls.
Sex with me is like Christmas. I hope you don't mind whiskers.
Sex with me is like Christmas. It's my favorite childhood memories.
Sex with me is like Christmas. That's very sappy.
Sex with me is like Christmas. We did it as a family.
Time is up. There were a couple times where Jared and Maddie talked at the exact same time. Now, I could not hear both of you.
I think that counts for 2, probably.
That counts for 2, though.
The second time I could hear both of you, so I do count that as a double. The first time I could only hear one of you. But I am inclined to give another point just because of Shelley saying sparkle your balls. But unfortunately, that still only adds up to 12 puns.
Oh my God.
Really good, but one behind Seattle Spaceman. Oh, this has been one of the closest games we've ever played. Let's invite Seattle Spaceman back real quick. Now, Seattle Spaceman, you won the first round of pun off. We're going now into our last part of this whole game called the final pun. Now, what you need to know that the final pun is worth 50 points.
Oh. Oh, wow.
So this will determine the game. Now, in the final pun, we're going to send both teams into breakout rooms where you will have 1 minute to confer with each other on what will be the best pun to deliver. The other thing you need to decide is who on your team will deliver that final pun. Because it may come down to who sells their pun the best. So this is it. We're going to send you both away into breakout rooms. You'll have 1 minute and then we'll pull you back. All right, so let me get here. Okay. So are you ready? No, but you're going to do it anyway. Here we go. Your final pun in the style of Sex With Me is given to us by Skellbell on Instagram. The suggestion is to pay.
To pay.
To pay. We'll see you all in a little while. Good luck. There they go. Well, I'm worried Maddie's still hanging on. I will read this anyway. Hopefully Maddie's tech problems will clear up. While our teams are away, I'd like to thank everyone for watching tonight. Thank you. With much appreciation to our live audience and everyone who took time this week to give some suggestions. No Idea is a presentation of the Vermont Comedy Club. Please check out all their wonderful programs that they have to offer online, such as improv and stand-up classes, some corporate training. They do comedy performance available for special events and lots of various online shows like this one. You can find them at vtcomedy.com. And we also ask that if you're able to, please consider donating at Vermont Comedy Club on Venmo. Big thanks to Seattle Spaceman tonight. And also, much thanks to Sam, our producer. Of course, every week he's doing such a great job. He's back there. He's minding the chat. He's pulling people in and out. He's basically running the show for me. So thank you, Sam. Big thanks. All right, now time should be up pretty soon. This is going to be very exciting. Here they come. They're all excited. Let's give Maddie a second to get back here.
Yeah, we didn't have our full team for the full minute.
So,
that is too bad.
Fair enough.
Well, No Idea. We don't care. We don't care, and it shows. Let me get this other thing set up. There we go.
I don't know if we should do this in front of the child.
We were trying to train the child to do the pun, but it just was not cooperating.
Okay, now what happens? Since Seattle Spaceman, you won the first round of pun off. You can decide, would you like to deliver your final pun first or second?
Second.
Okay. Vermont Comedy Club. Who on your team will deliver your final pun?
Me.
Excellent. Julia, in the style of Sex With Me, please deliver your final pun.
Sex with me is like a toupee, because I'm usually on top of an old man.
Whoa! That's a good one. Who, Seattle Spaceman, who will be delivering your final pun?
She'll do it.
Eric, excellent. Here we go. Eric, in the style of Sex With Me, please deliver your final pun.
Sex with me is like a toupee because one of us is going to be faking it.
Oh! Excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please vote on whose final pun you enjoyed the most. Vermont Comedy Club or Seattle Spaceman. Right now, it's time for plugs. Seattle Spaceman, what plugs do you have? I have this here for you. I can get out of the way.
You can find us on all the platforms, Seattle Spaceman, except for even TikTok, except we don't TikTok. We have a weekly show on the Improv NYC Twitch stream every Friday night at 8:30, except for the second Friday of every month where we do the blast off on the Magnet Theater in New York City's Twitch feed.
Excellent. Does anybody else on the team have anything else they want to plug? Podcasts, jams, any other stuff that they do?
Mm,
No,
No.
you're good. Okay, Vermont Comedy Club, what do you have to plug? Maddie, I know you have something to plug. What?
Oh, you have
Oh.
the image right there. I host a podcast with Maggie Phelan, who has also been on this show. And we talk about we talk about a topic brought to us by our guest, who this week happened to be Jared Hall.
My gosh.
What do you know? We talked about the phenomenon of why you have to use the bathroom when you walk into a bookstore.
Mhm.
So check that out on Spotify or Apple.
The
I listened to
Mariko
it.
Aoki phenomenon,
Mhm.
to be exact. You're all wondering.
I listened to it today. It was awesome and gross at the same time. Anyone else have anything to plug?
Come check out Eric and I's VCC Vermont Comedy Club drop-in Monday nights. That's right, 8 o'clock. You can check it out on VCC's Facebook page. We'll have a link there. Also, if you like trivia, this is a separate plug. Check out a trivia stream that I do with my boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. Let's Get Quizzical VT. So if you like it, it's on Twitch. It's fun and dumb, and I usually spell things wrong.
Excellent. I would have put up your graphic, but I wasn't sure if you wanted to just invite the public. So I.
Oh, that's right. Normally nobody comes, so now it'll be open to the public.
Well, I've won a couple times, and I don't need more competition. Let's face it. Anybody else? We're all good. Thank you so much for coming, both teams. Sam, do we have a winner tonight?
Eric, we do have a winner, and I'm about to announce it, but I need a drum roll. It was close. In the end, the difference was made by only 2 votes for Vermont Comedy Club, winning 70-20.
Amazing. Congratulations, Vermont Comedy Club. You really, really held your head high. You can walk around downtown now and not be worried. Seattle Spaceman, you put in such a good fight. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. You were amazing. You're welcome back anytime.
We demand recounts. We demand recounts.
That's fair.
They just keep finding these votes out of nowhere.
Was this
you
done
guys
by a
have something we
Dominion
can
machine?
storm?
What was that, Sarah?
Do you have something we can storm?
Oh, I believe
Too
Sam.
soon?
I can give you Sam's address right after the show. Anyway, that's it for us tonight. Thank you so much. Come back next week. We have Atlanta next week. Ooh, some Southern charm. We'll see how that works out. Thanks, Seattle Spaceman. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Eric.
You guys stay here. Wait till Sam. Oh, wait till Sam clears.